Wake Up Call is streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at Extreme 104 SVG. Like, comment, and share now.
All right, so you know what that means. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. So imagine you at school. Let's say you're a student. You're at school. And you hear commotion. You look outside. You see two adults at war with a student. Cussing. A whole bunch of things are being said. Threats are being thrown. Bang, bang, bang. What would you do?
As a student?
What would you do as a student?
Record. Pick up my phone and start record.
All right.
Record.
I know they have people into... You guys should take some courses now. Because I think that in the future, right, we're going to see an emergence, a spike, an improvement in the film industry and SVG.
Got different angles of the video all the time.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
That was the first. That was the first reaction.
Like, wait, boy.
That's
One
like
coming
the first
from the
reaction
side.
to everyone now when they see something. Oh, yeah, let me get this on video.
Let's record.
Yeah, let me put it on video.
Yeah. Well, let's put it up on our statuses and social media. Okay. Some people will, just looking on in amazement. An adult ran out, who appeared to be an adult ran out, she get pulled back in. No, Tanti, where you going? This is not for you, back in. Two adults and a student. Now, if you zoom in, you can see the student wearing a brass knuckle.
On the image, yeah.
If you zoom in, if you pause and you zoom in, you can see the student wearing a brass knuckle. Somebody was highlighting to me, listen to the accent of the student. It does not sound local. I tried to listen it again and it was hard to pick up because everybody, you're hearing the person who's recording talking, you're hearing other people in there talking. So it was kind of hard for me to pick up the accent.
Yeah, actually, I didn't pick it up either.
Right? But some people heard it and other people, like myself and Crash, we didn't. But why do you feel as a student the need to have on your person a brass knuckle?
To protect myself.
That is a weapon.
To protect myself. I am
But you're
walking
a
with it.
student. To protect yourself from what? From learning?
No. I protect yourself. You don't know what can happen. Look what happened.
So is it that the lifestyle that you have encourages or invites them sort of things? Is it that you are involved in them or basa that you need to walk with a weapon to school?
The thing is, how is the weapon getting into the school? Do we have to put metal detectors now by the school to search persons?
I know at secondary schools, when I shared this story one time, secondary schools during Miss SVG, when we went, there were some schools, before you get into the school, students were searched by several security officers. Clearly, this is why. But normally, it is done to check the students, make sure they don't have any weapons going into the schools. And these were just certain schools, not all of them.
Someone is saying here that adults create, children imitate. A fish rots from the head.
Ah.
So this goes to parenting.
Parenting. Poor parenting.
I won't pressure the parents too much because there's also a saying that it's right there.
You bring a child, you don't bring the mind.
Yes, exactly.
Train up a child the way he must go.
And he will not
Okay.
depart from it.
Okay.
But then they're also influenced by a lot of other things.
But once you have that relationship with your child, it should be easy to communicate with that child and lead them down the right path.
True. But my concern on the video, because that would lead us into a whole other topic.
The parenting thing?
Yeah. That
It's
could lead
real
us.
though.
Yes,
it is real. It is real because
there are not a lot of parents in the children's life. Yeah.
role models as well.
Exactly.
How
And
is it that these children just getting themselves involved in violence
True.
so easily? How is it that these children, and you have to say children, because they're in college, more than likely, majority of the students at college are 16, 17, 18. How is it that they feel the need to take a weapon to school? And more than likely, for some of these students, it started in secondary school.
And that situation could have turned from 1 to 100 real quick yesterday. A lot of other persons could have been injured.
It could have been a different weapon.
Exactly.
If you have one of those brass knuckles, what else do you have? Normal day at school. You're supposed to be sitting down, getting your education, getting your degree, associate degree or whatever. I'm pretty sure somebody money spending to send you to school. And your focus is on walking with a weapon to protect yourself.
Which means it's like he was prepared. You know somebody was coming for him.
So the two adults there, the other wrong in the video, the two adults. Come on, man.
How they get on the compound?
That's one. You are adults.
And the
You
fact
should
that,
also know better.
And the fact that they were there so long, because it doesn't look like a security came and got them off the premises. It was like when they finished, like, okay, we're done. We could deal with you after.
And threatening the boy
exactly.
life too.
So where was the security in all of this? We saw someone there. I'm not too sure if it's a teacher, but you would have called somebody in authority to.
It probably happened so quickly that there was no time for the security to
But
get down
that-
and then they
that-
stop recording.
That should be your first instinct
To what?
to call someone, because you don't know. The lady has a bag. You don't know what's inside.
Now, in the video as well, I don't know if people missed this part, but she is saying, touch my sister again. That touch my sister again. What led to that point yesterday? Well, it got out yesterday. The videos got out yesterday. But what led to that altercation? What? Why did she say, touch my sister again? Paraphrasing now, and you can see. What happened? Did he assault? Touch she again. Did he assault another young lady? Did he sexually harass another young lady? And the two adults came down to defend that young lady? What did he do to warrant two adults going on to a school with students, children,
Exactly.
to warn
The
him?
thing is, we could get down to the meat of the matter and knowing like what transpired, but it's the fact that you went on a compound.
Even
with
if it didn't
other-
happen on the compound, it would
Exactly.
have happened somewhere else.
True. But
Somebody
it says a lot,
got
It
disrespected.
says a lot to me for the security of other people's children.
Well, that is one thing that the college would have to deal with.
Yeah, that's my view on it.
But I want to get down
Because
to
clearly the young man into something. Because the fact that he has a brass knuckle.
pretty sure it's not him alone.
Exactly.
So are you gonna start patting down the students, checking their bags before they go to college? This is where we come to now?
Because your child could be an innocent bystander in this and something happens to one of them.
Parents out there feeling really concerned and scared. Oh boy, trying to put on this thing here. The soap kind of showing.
Someone is also saying here, I was a teacher in SVG over 40 years ago.
40 years ago.
Children even back then took weapons to school. The weapon of choice was a knife made from a 10-penny nail. Whoa.
I'm a 10-penny nail.
Whoa.
Students using pencils as weapons. Well, pencil you can't avoid, pen you can't avoid because you have to take it to school.
True.
Some students taking knives, some students taking scissors. And now some students taking brass knuckles to school like it's nothing.
I remember there was an incident a while back. I think it was at Stony Ground when a student they took their parents' gun to school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I was gonna go to that students ain't also packing illegal firearms and taking them to school too.
Exactly.
And that is a very, 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 cannot stress the very enough, a very serious thing. What is going on? One, what is going on in the house? What is going on in the home?
And what are we teaching our young people? How to deal with conflict resolution.
Apparently you fight. That's how you deal with conflict in this place. You fight it out. You get your weapon and you fight it out. You always be prepared and you fight it out. That's what we're teaching them. Now, let me just throw out this comment here. Good morning. It is also said that it takes a village to train a child. I wouldn't say that it is poor parenting skills why that incident transpired. I know the woman's mother. Some people give in to peer pressures and some behave differently when away from their parents.
True.
Some of these kids are some serious actors and actresses.
Someone is also saying here, a student took a gun to Lord Village School a couple of years ago. So back to what I was saying, security plays a lot on these schools, compound.
Hopefully they beef it up. What led to that point? School children say that somebody was being pressured to engage in sexual activity. Don't know how true that is. And a complaint was made, so they went down and they made sure that they warned that individual, do not harass, because you could hear it in the video. Touch her again. Basically warning the individual, if you touch her again, something else is going to happen. What kind of touch? A hit touch or a sexual touch? If it is a hit touch, how that happen? If it is a sexual touch, now that is another very serious issue. What did you do to get to that point? Backstory. Now, you guys know how I feel about sexual assault and sexual offenses. I don't really need to go down so deep into that this morning. But if it is a sexual touch that the female in the video is warning the gentleman about, that's a very serious thing. Very, very serious. But we're going to take a quick break right now. All right? Thank you for joining the live. We're going to head to some ads. You know, we have to pay the bills and come